Right now, 4 different developers in 4 different industries are sitting at their desks with the exact same mandate: build an enterprise AI agent today. The immediate temptation is to grab whichever framework had the shortest, slickest YouTube demo last quarter. You watch a developer spin up an agent, give it a goal, and execute a workflow in 50 lines of code. 4 major contenders currently carry the load for these enterprise deployments: LangGraph, CrewAI, AutoGen, and the Google Agent Development Kit, or ADK. But picking a framework based on onboarding speed carries a hidden risk. A system working perfectly today might fail a security review 18 months from now because you cannot reproduce exactly why the agent made a specific decision. Successful deployment requires matching a framework's structural constraints to your specific business and operational reality. This matrix maps exactly how to choose: vertically, LangGraph, CrewAI, AutoGen, and ADK. Horizontally, we evaluate foundational mechanics. First, state semantics, how agents remember. Second, concurrency, handling multitasking. Third, human in the loop, safe mid-execution intervention. Finally, auditability, the load-bearing decision point to defend actions to an auditor. Knowing the exact technical names of these underlying primitives is the only reliable way to guarantee your AI architecture will survive production. For engineers in regulated sectors like manufacturing or healthcare, LangGraph is the standard choice for building stateful, durable workflows. It manages state and concurrency through a typed graph state. You have to declare every data variable up front, forcing the data into a strict, predictable structure before it can move through the pipeline. Its human intervention primitive is a function called interrupt before. This command pauses the graph and persists its current state, allowing the system to wait for explicit human approval before taking the next step. LangGraph's primary defensive tool is the checkpointer primitive. At every state transition, it stamps a sealed, time-stamped database row. Inside that row is a serialized, reconstructible snapshot. This ensures an auditor can query exactly what the agent knew at any point. While LangGraph requires significant upfront architecture, it provides the deterministic record necessary for an 18-month regulatory review. CrewAI serves a different operational reality. It targets the developer building internal marketing or revenue operations tools, where speed is the absolute priority. Its primitives rely on role and task memory, executed through a sequential process. This framework maps to human team structures. You assign roles: analyst, writer, editor, passing work down a linear workflow. The trade-off is how it saves data. CrewAI uses a task output store, capturing the final document, but the internal reasoning context is lost. CrewAI trades regulator-grade reconstructibility for developer velocity and faster deployment times. If you are a lead researcher who needs multiple agents to dynamically brainstorm and debate, you look to AutoGen. AutoGen utilizes conversational history for state and a group chat primitive, enabling organic back-and-forth reasoning. Its human intervention primitive is the user-agent proxy. Rather than acting as a gatekeeper, the human is inserted into the chat as an equal peer. Because the state is a side effect of a conversation transcript, AutoGen lacks the deterministic reliability of a typed graph. While it excels at fluid problem-solving, it is difficult to integrate into a strict corporate security pipeline. Google's Agent Development Kit, or ADK, is built specifically for the architect working entirely within the Google Cloud ecosystem. ADK abstracts away custom code by relying on native platform sessions and cloud orchestrators to manage how the agents run. This approach allows the system to rely natively on Vertex AI traces, providing observability without additional glue code. Logistically, this framework is restricted to Google Cloud. If your company hosts on AWS or maintains internal local servers, ADK is not a viable option. ADK is a procurement-driven choice, trading architectural independence for a seamless Google Cloud integration. No framework is universally better. Map your reality to the right row. For regulated environments, LangGraph's checkpointer provides reconstructibility. For agile RevOps, CrewAI offers velocity. Research relies on AutoGen's group chat for peer debate. Google Cloud architects use ADK for native audit traces. Mapping these specific primitives to the right use case determines whether a system survives a security review or stalls at the prototype stage. Before deploying complex frameworks, default to chain. Developers often rush toward multi-agent setups because a client asked for an agentic solution. But an architect must prove a single prompt chain is insufficient before authorizing a multi-agent upgrade. Selecting a framework without a clear autonomy tier creates a bloated architecture searching for a use case. Production-ready systems are defined by the rigor of their architectural trade-offs rather than the intricacy of their code.